Hey, how's it going, guys? What you're looking at here is the Fenix TK10 on loan from a friend of mine. Just thought I'd do a quick review before returning this. For those of you who've never heard about it, Fenix is a pretty well-respected company when it comes to flashlights. And this pretty much continues with that tradition. I've yet to hear somebody with a bad opinion about a Fenix flashlight. They're not the cheapest company in the world. You're going to spend anywhere from $50 on up. However, you do get your money's worth, and this keeps along with that tradition. The body is constructed of aircraft-grade aluminum, and it is IP8 rated for water resistance, which means you can submerge this in water and not have to worry about it shorting on you. Looking at the exterior, the machining is excellent on this flashlight. There's no little tool marks or anything like that. This is very well made, and it just feels really solid in hand. This is actually a friend's flashlight, and it's pretty new, so I'm not going to bang it around, but from what I've heard about other people who have used it, I hear that this is a really sturdy flashlight. I mean, you can put this through a lot of abuse. Let's see, looking at just the outside, you have a lanyard hole to attach a wrist strap. It is bottom activated, and I'm actually going to come back to this later. And it has two settings for illumination. You have the general setting, which is rated at 60 lumens of illumination. You'll get about 10 hours of battery life off that. And then you have the turbo mode, where you'll get 225 lumens of illumination, and that's about an hour and a half of battery life. And to adjust between those two settings, you twist the top cap right here. You would twist clockwise to get turbo mode and counterclockwise to get general mode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus the camera right here on this 1 liter Nalgene bottle. I'm going to turn off the lights, and then I'm going to turn on the flashlight from a distance of around 6 feet, 2 meters, to give you an idea of how bright this can be. So I'm going to turn this off, turn that off, shine that, and this, let's see, from here is the light, sorry if this isn't focusing, is the light from about 6 feet. So pretty bright. I mean, about as bright as a typical mag light or a headlamp. Now, let me turn this on to turbo mode. Twist this cap clockwise. And as you can see, that's a really big difference in brightness. Right there. In fact, let's see if I can back this camera up. Not just the bottle, but like this entire area around the bottle is illuminated quite brightly. I'd say it's about anywhere from 7 to 8 feet in diameter for this circle. And turn the lights back on. Turn this off. Get back to talking about the flashlight. Yeah, when my friend first gave this to me, I was fiddling around with it, and it was actually already on turbo mode, and I was looking into the light. I know, stupid, yeah, and I turned it on, and it was blindingly bright. Seriously, I mean, you're only going to really need general mode for most purposes, and I would only reserve, also to save battery life, but mostly you're not going to really need turbo mode, except for unless you're really looking for something. And that gets to how this flashlight is marketed. Depending on where you buy it and the packaging that it comes in, this is actually marketed more as a tactical flashlight, which means it's meant for law enforcement, military, and search and rescue teams. Some of the packaging this comes in will show pictures of this mounted on a special bracket mounting, and then used as a weapon light underneath a rifle or a shotgun. Now, the mounting is sold separately, but I can see how this is meant for that, just because this is so sturdy and it can take that kind of punishment. Also, if you're a law enforcement officer and you carry a pistol, this can also be used in what's called the Harry's technique. If you guys don't know, basically what you do is you grasp the hand in your non-dominant hand, and since this has a bottom activation button, you carry it like this, and then say my right hand has a pistol, I carry it like so underneath as a weapon base. So it's good for that. And I can activate it with my offhand while holding a pistol in the other hand. Also, funny thing, this comes marketed with a special ring. See this little brass ring right here? This can be replaced with a little ring that looks sort of like this, but a little bit smaller, this little section right here. And this little protrusion, when you replace it in, allows you to hold in another gun technique where, imagine there's a little section here that sticks out, and I can grip it with my forefinger and middle finger, and basically it allows me to hold in what's called the SCAR technique, or the Rogers Surefire technique. So I can grip it like this, and say I'm holding a gun in my right hand, I can still use the fingers from my left hand to help aid in stability. And to activate it, I would just press the button with the fleshy part of my thumb, like so. So that extra ring actually comes packaged with this in addition to that. And to change it out, to show you right here, I unscrew this, pull this ring out, replace it with the extra ring, and then this also allows you to gain battery access. And while we're at it here, let you have a look at the types of batteries that this uses. It uses, see, focus, CR123A type lithium batteries. So not your standard AA, and that's one hit I will give this, is the fact that it's a little bit harder to find that size of battery than, say, a AA or a AAA even. So, excuse me, there is a bottom access. Screw this guy in securely. And there's also top access, so you can unscrew the top like so, and you can gain access to the batteries from the top. So I actually like that a lot, because when it comes to cleaning, and for a flashlight like this, you're going to be abusing it. You're going to be taking it through rain, through mud, through all sorts of dirty environments. It's kind of nice to be able to take this apart into 3 sections, because it means you're going to be able to clean up every little crevice inside of it. So you can also access the batteries through the top as well. Oops. And actually, I'll show you right here. You can see that O-ring is pretty thick, so that gives you a really good seal against moisture. So you can see why it has that IP8 rating. And that's about it. I think for retail, you can get it for about, let's see, MSRP is about $84, although I've seen it for about $65 to $70 on Amazon. So that's the Fenix TK10. Pretty good buy if you're looking for something that's really sturdy and can, at times, if you need it, provide you with an incredible amount of illumination. I can see this if you're into law enforcement or like emergency services. This would be a really useful tool to have. Also, even if you just want a general camp knife that you know that you can abuse, this would be a good buy as well. Not cheap, but worth the money. So that's my little review of the Fenix TK10. Thanks for watching. And oh wait, actually, before I forget, it also comes packaged with this sheet. And I know that's just, some of you might just think, okay, whatever, that's just like a gimme that they'll throw in. But you'd be surprised at how these little things make it worth your while, just because if you look at the sheath here, it's got the Velcro closure, and yes, I would prefer snap on this, but it's well made because I can quick loop it onto my belt with this little attachment right here. And it has an extra loop if I want it to be even more secure, where I could snake my belt through here, and there's even yet another attachment point where I can, say, hook it onto a carabiner and hang it off my pack. So this makes it able for me to carry this flashlight more easier, so that's like a nice little bonus. But anyways, yeah, nice little package for the TK10. If you're looking for something sturdy and strong and provides a lot of illumination, you might want to give this a shot. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day.